What up, y'all? It's your boy Nick Nieto, aka Nick the Actor, aka Nick the Reactor, aka whatever the hell you want to call me today. Just go for it. Tom MacDonald Tuesday, the day of the week where we go back and we check out Mr. Tom MacDonald's maybe older songs or songs that just aren't brand new releases, so that way I can get to know the cat a little bit more, listen to some of his older stuff that you guys recommend and love. So today we've got Castles. Castles has been on this list for a while now, and I'm finally getting around to it. So many people have told me to check it out. And I looked at the date on this, it was actually from 2017, it looks like, December or something like that. So that being said, I know this is going to be a little bit older Tom MacDonald music. So, as always guys, Hog Fam, I know y'all are in the comments, I know y'all are here. Let me know how you're doing in the comments below, say what's up, say hello, and just keep showing that love, man. It means so much, and as long as y'all keep enjoying these videos, I'm gonna keep doing them, and yeah, that's the way it goes. As always, I appreciate you guys being here to watch this one with me. I don't know anything about the song, don't know if it's a rock or whatever it is. Knowing Tom, it could be opera. So we're gonna check this one out. We got a music video. Not much else to it today, y'all. We're going straight into it. Mr. Tom MacDonald, Castles on Tom MacDonald Tuesday. Let's do it, y'all.
I see you at the liquor store, leaving with the cheapest kind of beer on the shelf. You ain't living on the street, but you barely making rent. Not relate because I'm struggling myself.
Alright, so right off the bat, this seems like a little bit more personal, deep one. It's just what I'm getting. And as always, y'all already know, it's usually after the first time I pause, I have to say this. I'm gonna pause the video. It's a reaction video. If you want the original video, go watch it. It's probably gonna be fantastic, and go show some love on that anyway. But it's a reaction video. I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna give my opinions, my thoughts, and I'm gonna break it down a little bit. So, my channel, my rules.
I see you at the liquor store, leaving with the cheapest kind of beer on the shelf. You ain't living on the street, but you barely making rent. Not relate because I'm struggling myself. I see you smile at the clerk while you fumble through your purse. I just wish I had a little more to help. I imagine where you're living, how you feeling, what you love, and who you'll be if you can make it out your hell. I see you at
Man, so right now it's just kind of talking from the point of view of like just seeing these people that might be struggling. He says, you know, I'm struggling myself, and I know people have always talked about it. I've heard them kind of touch on it in their music about the times when they were struggling, and everybody that's on a hustle gets there at some point where at least you're trying to go after your dream or whatever it is, but you can be struggling too, and it can be pretty ruthless. I know how that goes, but so far it's just interesting to see it from his eyes of seeing, oh, you know, you're smiling at the clerk but you're fumbling through your purse, and that feeling of wanting to help but not being in a position to yourself. So I like it so far. I like it so far. I'm gonna go back a little bit.
See you at the bus stop, looking at the sidewalk, smoking up a cigarette, waiting for a ride. Kinda limp when you walk and look away. When you talk, you're ashamed, I can see it in your eyes. Probably got a NASCAR shirt and a car that you love, but you're here cause you're too afraid to drive. It's been almost 10 years since the day that you crashed. Can't forget about the little boy's life. Everybody's got a story. If you look a little closer, you can see it in the wrinkles in their face. They can hide it in the silence, they can bury it and fight it, but it comes out when the hair is turning gray. You can feel it if you touch them, you can tell that they are troubled. You can hear the story running through their veins. We all travel different roads and we put on different clothes. Underneath it all, we're really all the same. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones.
Woo! I'm not sure if that hook is done, but that's pretty. We can build our castles with the sticks and the stones. I'm gonna go back and listen to all that again because I'm sure I got caught up in just the melody of it. But what a beautiful message, man. You know, it's like you see people every day, and I know me personally, like I thrive off that. I thrive on trying to piece together people's story, whether or not I meet them on the street or whether I see them on TV. I'm always trying to read people and just try to not jump to a conclusion about who they are, because you can't judge a book by its cover all the time. But you can always realize that everybody has a story. Every single person you pass on the street, they have their own story, and that's a beautiful point to bring up. And that, you know, we all have our demons that we try to hide, I think he said, and it's just it's a beautiful message, realizing that, you know, you're never alone. You're never the only one going through some shit. You know, no matter what it looks like on the outside for a lot of people, they might be smiling, they might be doing stuff, you never know who's going through it, A. And B, you're never alone. There's always other people out there in the world going through some shit. Not necessarily better or worse than yours, but it's a universal thing. People go through it, they have their demons, they have their shit they're trying to hide. They're trying to be better every day, at least most people are. And everybody's on that same road together at the end of the day. And that's a beautiful message. We're a lot more alike than different, for sure.
Bury it and fight it, but it comes out when the hair is turning gray. You can feel it if you touch watch them, you can tell that they are troubled. You can hear the story running through their veins. We all travel different roads and we put on different clothes. Underneath it all, we're really all the same. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. I see you sitting on the front porch playing with a radio, looking to the sky. Probably living in that house all alone these days, trying to find a better way to pass time. Got a wheelchair ramp leading up to the door, I can see that you walk just fine. Probably hate it cause it isn't getting used anymore, and you only ever built it for your wife. Everywhere that I walk, see you on the sidewalk, begging for a little loose change for some dough. Probably got a mama and a papa spending everything they make, trying to clean you up enough to take you home. Used to have a good job, used to get good grades, used to have big dreams, and he lost hope. When your girlfriend died, giving birth to your son, you're the father that'll probably never know. Everybody has a tale that they're too afraid to tell. You can see it in the cracks in their hands. They can cover it with smiles if you walk a couple miles in their shoes, and you'll know where they stand.
Walk a couple miles in their shoes and you'll know where they stand. You can see the stuff in the cracks of their hand. Wow, that's beautiful. His imagery is always so fucking killer. I'm gonna keep it going before I get more commentary, but wow.
Too afraid to tell, you can see it in the cracks in their hands. They can cover it with smiles if you walk a couple miles in their shoes, and you'll know where they stand. Everyone who really lived had to climb out of a ditch they were in before they found the right path. If you want to know the truth about what we've been going through, then try to put your phone away so you can ask. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones.
I like that. We can fill our coffins with the rocks that they've thrown, or we can build a castle. So those are your two options, and it's a lot more productive, obviously, for the latter. I just love the whole message of this. That everybody, we've all got problems. You know, you don't know who's going through it. You're not alone. That is one of the most important messages for anybody going through shit, is that you are not alone. Everybody goes through it, and sometimes that isn't the most helpful thing. I get it, to hear that other people, oh, there's other people out there struggling, or there's other people out there with problems too, you're not the only one. And I don't think people usually mean that in a selfish way when they say, oh my god, I'm having a hard time. But it is helpful for them to know that there's, look around. And don't even just look around, just know, because looking around can sometimes trick you, because people don't want to show when they're hurting. They don't want to show when they've got shit going on, you know, at home or personal, and they don't want to share that. It's all about looks, especially in today's world, where if you're on Instagram, you're not seeing the bad days a lot. That's why it's so important to not confuse that, what you see online, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, with reality, because that's highlights of life. That's highlights of people's lives that are edited and fine-tuned and put out when they're finally being published and ready. Like, that's not reality. Don't get it twisted. Even reality TV is so fucking hacked up, it's not even funny. But it's so important to realize that everybody's going through some shit. We're not alone. That's why we're more alike than we are different. We always, always are. And it's just a beautiful message. So far, I love it. And I love the music video showing just human faces. Human faces smiling, different emotions, now singing along. And there's so much power in like the human face and just what you can tell by eyes and just black and white even. You don't even need color in these videos like that to feel emotion or feel like you can kind of guess their story or see their story behind the eyes. It's really a beautiful thing.
With the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We are the neighbors that you'll never meet. We are the strangers walking down your street. We are a million faces in the crowd. We are the ones the system's tearing down. We are the people working to survive. We are more than just our 9-to-5s. We are the shopping malls and streetcars. We are one, it's time to tell them just who we are. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones.
What a beautiful message. What a beautiful message. Even 2017 Tom was just amazing with making messages that had so much imagery and so much emotion that you could just relate to, and it's so impressive, even whether it's obviously 3 or 4 years ago almost to now. It's an amazing skill that he has to be able to do that and tackle those subjects like that. And you know, guys, I'm going to keep it honest with you, and it's not really a negative thing. If anything, it's a compliment, I would say. You can see just by watching this video, or at least in my opinion, I can see how much he has grown as an artist. You can tell from that music to like what he's releasing now. Not that it wasn't good. Some people are going to misconstrue this. It is what it is. I know Real Hog Fam can appreciate my opinion and my insight and my keeping it real. For me, probably not my favorite as far as the music sound of its side goes, but the message is 100% beautiful. It's amazing. And I think that's something that he's always been able to do, and you guys have even told me that he used to do poetry and spoken word maybe, and that's where he started, so that makes sense that that's always been his strong suit throughout. His ability to create a message that can start a conversation or just be said in a new way, I think, is what separates him from a lot of artists. Now that he's bringing the music up and up and up and up to match, it's just ridiculous what he can do now. It's ridiculous the kind of audiences he can amass, type of attention he can get, and just how big of an artist he can be, especially being independent, when he's able to merge those so well now. And I know he's got older songs that I really like too, but I'm saying that as far as consistency, it seems like he's really starting to crack that code on aligning that level of the music with the message he's trying to say. Was it a bad song musically by any means? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I can see a vast improvement, definitely, at least in my opinion. But again, the message, flawless. Just so beautiful, and just an amazing video too. I didn't see know his name at the end. I don't know if she did the video or not, but great video, great song, great story. The different stories that he brought up, I don't know if those are people he met. Some of those things are him. You'll have to let me know. Maybe there's backstory on where he got those stories from, or maybe they were just anecdotes that he came up with that he knew would drive emotion. But just so beautiful and so amazing, and that's the truth. You never know what people have gone through and what they're going through, and the human just story. It's just stories. There's stories and stories everywhere you look, but especially when you see other people. I think that's also what really makes me just love acting so much. That's what drives me, is the ability to try to take someone's story or life, or maybe a made-up one, and be able to fulfill that life and that character so much that it feels real. I always love the challenge of trying to find a way of life of somebody else and trying to understand it so much that I can portray it. That's always my goal when I'm trying to act and do a character, is that I want to understand that person or that character so much that I can become, that I can understand why they're saying this, why they're doing these things. And that's a basic concept of acting, but it's really driven from, I want to know this person's or this character's story. The full story, not just cut and dry, the dialogue, what they say, but I want to understand these types of people, or people that have gone through this, and you learn a lot by doing that. And the video like this just really reminds me how much I love that side of it, and how crazy the human spirit is, man. How crazy it is. And that we are all alike. We are way more alike than we are different, so that's a lot of preaching right there, man. A lot of preaching. As always, though, another great song from Mr. Tom MacDonald on this Tom MacDonald Tuesday. Never disappointed. And of course, I'm going to be there Friday too. Y'all already know I'm going to be there Friday when he drops his brand new week of Cherry Pie. It's the 3rd week. Hopefully not the final week of him switching it up. I hope he continues to do all that. But as far as this goes, 3rd week of Cherry Pie. So I'll be there with you guys watching. I'll be uploading a reaction to that as soon as I can on Friday, and I'm looking forward to it. It's always a interesting thing to see what he comes up with next, and if he's got anybody else with him, what they all come up with. But as always, guys, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Hog family, I appreciate every single one of you. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap.